Yeah, buddy. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Childish. We're back at it again with the next episode of Sunday Funday. I better press this autoplay so y'all can have some entertainment while we reminisce. For those that are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Sunday Funday is the one and only day out of the week where I basically make a video that I can incorporate anything, arena, guild wars, just critical thinking about a particular topic. It could be whatever I feel the need to put out there. And today, I think this is an interesting topic that a lot of people don't discuss. So I want to get it out there because as you guys know, within my videos, my number one goal is to entertain and educate. And I think this time around, we need to kind of get into that education, outside of the Educate and Dominate series. So leveling your opponent. Okay, the concept of leveling and how to incorporate it in your game when it comes to the scenario that we're in right now. So for those that are new to the terminology, it's a terminology, leveling a player, leveling yourself. It's a terminology that is used quite a bit in the poker community. If you guys didn't know, I play the poker quite a bit as well. And everybody is at a particular level. What level you are in, that's for you to decide. But generally speaking, everyone's going to be on that first level. On the first level, everyone's kind of thinking about their hands, right? If they're playing poker, they're thinking about their hands, the hand that they got, the board that's showing it on, and how strong their hand is, so on and so forth. Okay, so if we relate that to Summoner's War, everyone's thinking, okay, Draco is out. I know that Draco is good because people say it's good, so I'm going to summon him. And I'm going to put them in my team, and I'm going to use them. Okay? So level two is thinking about, thinking on that next level. Okay? So, let's talk about poker, right? In a particular hand, we might make a move, a very aggressive move. Okay? And someone might counter that with a particular move that shows very, very strong a very, very strong play. So because they do that move, that gets us thinking that their particular hand it's how do I say, it's polarized and such that they're extremely strong or they're extremely weak. But in addition, how do we go about taking that information that we realize to our advantage, So let's bring that back to Summoner's War. Summoner's War, everybody's getting Draco, but we're on level 2 now. So the thought process should be, if everybody's getting Draco, how do we go about countering Draco, right? Because Draco is a very, very good unit for arena defense, Guild Wars defense, and of course, there's going to be certain scenarios, if you can synergize them with your team, to be able to utilize it for arena offense. How do we go about countering what we can control? Focus on what we can control. What we can control is our team, our arena offense, our arena guild, and our Guild Wars offense, taking on to somebody, in their defense or whatnot. People that are utilizing it in their defense, we can control that. We cannot control, what teams people bring. In order to take us down. So thinking on that next level, how do we go about countering Draco? How do we go about figuring out a team that's going to best this particular team? Okay, and then it can go even a step further, right? Let's think about that level 3. And level 3 in poker or higher is basically we're on that process where I know that he knows that I know this. It goes both ways. Because he knows that this is what I do when I raise, and I generally rep a strong hand, then I need to do this because he knows that I know X, Y, and Z. Okay? So that's what I want to kind of get you to think about with regards to Summoner's War. Okay, level 3 status. Okay, I know that everybody's summoning Draco and they want to utilize it for their arena defense and Guild Wars defense. I know that people put out comment videos on how it should be spec'd, so people are going to be using Despair, Revenge, this and that, whatever. So thinking on that next level, if I know that he's setting up this particular way and I'm going to take a team to kind of best them, how do I go about incorporating my team? How do I go about bringing something new and exciting to my team to best his Draco and his particular setup, because he knows that the common builds of what people are going to utilize him for the arena defense and whatnot, or Guild Wars defense and whatnot. So basically, while I have my thoughts and theories on how I'm going to spec my Draco for Guild Wars defense and arena defense, and I have my thoughts and theories on how I'm planning on taking care of how I want to utilize him for arena offense or Guild Wars offense with a couple of different units. I kind of want you to get in that thought process today and just take a step back and think, forget about getting excited about getting Draco. Take it to the next level and think about how we're going to go about countering this particular unit in the arena in Guild Wars defense. How are you going to incorporate a particular setup to allow you to get to allow you to synergize your team and take advantage of the immunity, or take advantage of the defense break, or take advantage of the attack gauge increase. Okay, if you're trying to right now incorporate a way to get everybody's speed in sync, and you got a unit that's going to push everybody's attack gauge to the full, how are you going to set up your units in such that everybody goes in a particular order? The attack and sequencing is even more important there. That's what I want to kind of get at to you guys today. I want to leave it extremely open. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you should or should not do. My goal for this video and for future videos with this kind of style is basically to get you to think on that next level and take your game to the next level. If there's one thing that's been common with everybody that I've been talking about with regards to this education, Educate and Dominate series, is taking the time to theory craft and think about not what you're currently doing, but what what you can be doing, what you should be doing, or what you could be doing if this person did that, and so on and so forth. So we'll leave it really open right there, guys. I would love for you guys to take the time to put a message on the comment section down below, and let's take the time as a community to think about a variety of things. How are we going to counter Draco in the Guild Wars and the arena offense? Can we counter Draco in the Guild Wars arena offense? How do we go about to incorporate a rune build on him that's going to best a typical rune build, or maybe not rune build on him, but a rune build with your team, or a setup with your team that's going to best a particular team that is coming at you in the defense, right? So and a quick example for that is, okay, if we understand that people are going to be utilizing Despair Revenge, Violent, Nemesis, so on and so forth, how do we go about looking at arena offense and incorporating some kind of immunity to to be able to counter a person that has the opportunity to stun every time he uses his first skill because he's utilizing the Despair set? How are we going to incorporate a way of providing extra immunity within our team to block a Despair setup Draco that's going to be AoE and defense breaking your team and stunning with a chance to stun? How do we go about preventing? How do we go about setting up our team to prevent tons of damage from a team that has just gotten their attack gauge increase, going for a particular unit? Is there even a way to go about it, right? And taking a look at their elements, bringing certain units to force their units to attack your units. I mean, can we control that? Is there a way to control that? That's what I want to get at to you today. I want you to be able to think on that next level, take your game to the next level, and try to think about not just your hand, but your opponent's hand, and not just about what you're going to do, but what your opponent's going to do, and see what you can do to better your progression within the game and get on that thought process. So thank you all for tuning in to this video. It is going to be a quicker video. I apologize for showing Draco Hall of Heroes, as all of you guys are subbed to many awesome YouTubers and Twitch streamers, and I've seen this time and again. But as you might have guessed, I'm trying to not only farm pieces for my Draco, but my Corona as well. I want to increase the skill up to increase his reduction, or reduce the reduction on the cooldown of the attack and crit rate buff on Corona, in addition to getting Draco's second and third skill maxed. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. It's a pleasure to make these videos for you. As always, it's your boy Childish for ChildishPlays. Checking out. Take care. We'll see you next time, guys. I'm out.